He was staying sick, breathing problems. He wasn't able to keep any food down, and we were taking him to doctors, and people were telling us he was going to grow out of it. And he ended up in the hospital 2 different times with pneumonia and ear infections, and he wasn't getting any better. And so finally we just went to USA, and our pediatrician there suggested let's talk to Dr. Higgs. His sunken chest, it was so bad, and it was just, it was pretty severe, and everybody thought he would grow out of it. And she actually saw it and said that we needed to talk to Dr. Higgs. He was almost a year old when we had the surgery, but it was, we were going to try to wait until he got a little older, but he just wasn't getting any better, and his chest was not getting any better, and he wasn't healing right, and he had to drop out of daycare because he couldn't stay well. So that's how we went about with that. A few days in the hospital. He spent a few days, and I know they had him on a breathing machine because they had to open him up. But it was a lot worse for us than it was for him. The day he came home from the hospital, he took his first steps. He 12 steps, and he hasn't stopped since. He eats like a horse now, where before we were having trouble, and he hasn't had any sickness. He's put on at least 8 to 10 pounds, and he's gotten a lot taller. I'm not exactly sure, but he's not slowing down now, not one bit. Just keep checking with him, and hopefully he'll have no problems. I mean, if athlete or whatever, just as long as we keep checking in, I think he'll be fine. Dr. Higgs made us feel totally comfortable. Dr. Higgs, when he saw us, he made us feel, I mean, he knew what we were talking about, what we had been going through, where nobody else quite understood. We felt so blessed that we ran into doctors that actually knew about the surgery, and because we had looked it up online and we had researched some others, and a lot of different kind of surgeries sounded hard and really tough, and we just felt blessed that we ran into Dr. Higgs, and just by whim that we ran into him, and so we all feel blessed.